from your phone. Where have you been? I've been looking for you.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
No, honestly.
Yeah, you've been texting how much you love him. What is this?
Oh, it's nothing. Just
Is
put
this
it
a
back in the
tampon or
bag.
something?
Just put it back in the bag.
I know what this is.
No, just put it back in the bag. No.
It's so sensitive, and I'm only joking with you.
Oh, you never have any money, man. Start bringing some stuff with you. Should we go and get some food?
Always away, always
More drink?
Yeah. Thanks.
Don't drink too much.
I haven't really seen you much.
No, I'm not really in at the moment.
No.
I mean, like, I'd like to see you more.
Yeah, me too.
Haley, you all right?
Haley! Haley, I'm sorry! Haley! You're right. I just kissed her! That's it! What
Don't take the risk. Take the kit. To find out more, go to anaphylaxis.org.uk.
Welcome, everybody. I've seen that film more times than you can possibly imagine, but every time I see it, it sends that same feeling down the hairs on the back of my neck, and it reminds me exactly why it's so important that we do what we do. It's great to see so many of you here today, so many familiar faces and also some new faces as well. I've only been allocated 10 minutes to tell you about what we do, so I'm going to talk very, very fast. Because this is, and I do that anyway, because this is being live streamed, it's very important to me that everyone's aware of the good work that we do and how we do it. So, a whistle-stop tour, and I mean whistle-stop, of what we do, how we do it, our latest activities, and what we can do for you. And that's particularly focusing on those from the corporate world, because this is our corporate conference. So, what we do. We're the only UK charity that operates solely focusing on those with severe allergies. As you'll know, we're a membership organisation. Our key mission is to provide information and support. We're an independent patient advocate, and unfortunately, this year we've had more fatalities than we've ever had before in the first part of this year on an annual basis, and our advocacy role is very much coming into play this year, which we're, you know, it's not something we particularly enjoy, but it's a very important part of our role. We're an educator. We've got a whole stream of training courses, which many of you may be familiar with, our Allergy-Wise suite of courses. And also, we're a campaigner. That's the most important role. And if David Redding was here, that's the thing that David and I talk about most, how important it is that we keep our reputation as being a campaigner for those with severe allergies. So, our individual members are very important to us, and the number stays steady, about 4,500. Most of them are affected by food, but as I really want to emphasize, we support people with all allergies, be it drug, be it venom, whatever, latex, whatever allergies. But of course, the bulk of our work and the bulk of our members are affected by food allergy. A very important part of our work is working with clinicians. Everything, and I mean everything, including that film that you just saw, is signed off by senior clinicians. And that's very, very important to us. We have a superb clinical and scientific panel and an excellent and thriving professional membership. All our professional members are clinicians or very much involved in that field. In addition to that, we do lots of projects with clinicians, lots of research projects, particularly with people like Claire, who's going to be speaking to you later on this morning. And we work with all the key organisations across the clinical sphere. Working with yourselves, with corporate members. This is an incredibly important part of our work. Our membership stays steady because very often smaller companies merge or drop off and then other companies join us. The bulk of our corporate members are in the food industry, but obviously there are key members from pharma and from the research sphere as well. And we provide all sorts of services for our corporate members, and I hope you're aware of those. We have a new corporate food panel, which we pull together, not on a very regular basis, but when we have key issues to discuss. So working with corporate members is absolutely key. These are huge numbers. Year on year, we see the use of our channels online, be it our website, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, some other channels which younger people know more about than I do, things like Instagram, etc., etc. We see our usage going up and up and up year on year, and that's absolutely fantastic. We're doing a lot of work on thresholds and reference doses, and of course that's the theme of the conference today, because that's the theme that you as corporate members wanted us to focus on, and that's absolutely right. As an organisation, we've been very, very closely involved with this work, both nationally and also internationally. I sit on quite a few expert panels to do with thresholds. I don't always understand the science, but it's great to sit on them because those members of those panels, be they scientists, be they doctors, are always keen to hear what the patient perspective will be, and that's one thing that we're very proud to provide. Campaigns, generic auto-injectors in schools. Hooray! 1st of October, it becomes the law. The guidance is being issued this Friday, and we're working on our quote for the press release as we speak. Very, very proud that the Anaphylaxis Campaign led that work in conjunction with other charities and also with the BSACI. A fantastic achievement. This has been our year of the adult. We've done an awful lot of extra work focusing on adults because in the NHS, you become an adult when you're 16. And what's the most at-risk group? 16 to 25-year-olds. So just as people need the most support, they fall into services which aren't necessarily as available as paediatric services. So we've been very much focusing on producing tools. We're working on an adult allergy plan. We've got a map on our website showing where the clinics are, and we've been lobbying for more adult clinics. Prescription charges, that's working with charities across the UK to address the issue of prescription charges. And of course, we never stop raising awareness of Take the Kit, that film. It's been seen by millions. It's used in Australia, it's used in Canada, it's used in the USA. Some of the auto-injector companies use it as well, and it's used by clinics where they have individuals who are not particularly keen to carry their adrenaline. So we keep pressing for that film to be further disseminated. Many of you will have heard the story of the Take the Kit, how much it cost, etc., etc. Keep passing it on. How we can work with you as corporate members? Well, hopefully you're aware of these things. You get our regular online newsletters. If there's a change in your contact in your different companies, do let us know, and also do pass the newsletter on. It's online, so just pass it on to colleagues so our messages gets out there. As I say, we give updates on the latest research, which much of which we're integrally involved with, product alerts, you've got the conference today, horizon scanning. This is something I'm particularly proud of that David Redding personally has developed. And in each of our corporate newsletters, there will be a section on horizon scanning. Do feed back to us if you find that useful, because we're certainly quite proud of that development. And our ideas are still developing. Now, you're going to hear a bit today about a new campaign that we're trying to launch. We would like this to be as big as Take the Kit. And I'm sure Barry Moore, one of our trustees who's speaking at the end of the day, will talk a bit more about this. The beauty of Take the Kit is it was very expensive to produce, but that means it can be used anywhere. It's of cinematic quality and, you know, fantastic that it's been so taken up. So we'll be talking about that new campaign today. Our professionals conference, and if you want details of that, please do contact us. That's on the 16th of November, and that's focused primarily for our healthcare professional members. And Orange Wig Day. This year was the biggest success ever. It started about 4 years ago with a handful of wigs. This year we gave out thousands and thousands of wigs, and we made quite a lot of money to help us take our work forward. So please make that a red letter day. And that's all from me. I think I've done very well because I haven't spoken over. And I will now hand you back to Tony.